the world is effed, and why that's actually liberating. Right, let's talk about something most spiritual teachers won't touch. What happens when you finally admit that, yeah, from this perspective, the world does look pretty effed? I know. We're supposed to stay positive, focus on gratitude, keep our vibration high. But here's the thing. When you're trying to manifest abundance while simultaneously watching house prices skyrocket, services getting cut, and systems that seem designed to keep you struggling, there's this massive internal conflict happening. Part of you is trying to believe everything is perfect, while another part is going, "Are you kidding me? Look around." And that split, that's what's actually blocking your manifestations. See, most of us spiritual folk have done the research. We've looked behind the curtain, followed the money, seen how some of these systems really work. And our souls are too intelligent to just accept surface level, everything is fine narratives, when our intuition is picking up that something's off. So we end up in this weird place where we're trying to positive think our way around what we've learned, pretending we don't see what we clearly see. And that creates this constant low-level resistance to everything we're trying to create. But here's what changed everything for me. I finally just acknowledged it. I stopped fighting the observation and just went, yeah, all right. From this perspective, things look pretty grim. And you know what happened? Instant relief. Like laughing out loud relief. Because suddenly I wasn't a victim of that belief anymore. I was the conscious observer of it. There's a massive difference between I'm trapped in an effed world and I can see that this version of reality appears effed, but I also know there are other versions available. This is where the parallel realities concept becomes genuinely life-changing. You're not trying to fix or fight the existing systems. You're literally shifting your consciousness into a parallel reality where different rules apply. Think about it. Right now, there are billions of people living completely different realities on the same planet. Some people are experiencing war, poverty, and oppression. Others are experiencing abundance, love, and freedom. Same planet, completely different realities based on their beliefs and focus. The reality where everything is controlled by dark forces exists for those who believe in that version. But the reality where humanity is awakening, where consciousness is expanding, where new systems are emerging organically, that exists too. Your job isn't to convince everyone else to shift realities with you. Your job is just to shift yourself and watch as the people, opportunities, and circumstances that match your new reality start showing up. When you stop giving your energy to the doom timelines and start focusing on the possibility timelines, reality literally reshapes around you. Not because you're ignoring problems, but because you're choosing to align with solutions. Here's the practical bit. Every time you research how effed everything is, you're feeding energy to that timeline. Every time you focus on innovation, community, creativity, and positive change, you're feeding energy to a different timeline. And here's what's wild. Once you make this shift, you start attracting other people who've made the same shift. You discover communities, resources, and opportunities that literally don't exist in the lower vibrational realities. It's not about denial or spiritual bypassing. It's about conscious choice. You can acknowledge that effed realities exist without living in them. The old spiritual teachings tell you to just think positive and ignore the negative. But that's not sustainable when you are actually awake to what's happening. The new approach: acknowledge everything, then consciously choose which version of reality you want to feed with your attention and energy. Because here's the thing, your beliefs create your reality so completely that you then use your reality as proof that your beliefs are correct. If you assume the world is rigged and getting worse, you'll experience evidence of that everywhere. If you assume consciousness is rising and positive change is inevitable, you'll experience evidence of that instead. Same planet, different movies. So what if you started living as if you're already in the reality you prefer? What if you made choices based on the assumption that good things are possible, that you're supported, that positive change is happening all around you? What if you stopped being a victim of circumstances and started being a conscious creator of your experience? The moment you acknowledge that yes, some realities look effed, but you get to choose which one you live in, that's when real spiritual power begins. That's when you remember you're not here to fix the world. You're here to create your own version of it. And when you're living from joy and abundance and love, you automatically contribute to raising the collective vibration anyway. You become part of the solution just by being happy. So go ahead. Admit that some aspects of the world look pretty effed right now. Feel the relief of not having to pretend otherwise. Then choose which reality you actually want to live in and start aligning every thought, feeling, and action with that choice. Because you're not a victim of the world, you're a conscious creator of your own reality. And it's time to start creating something beautiful. Remember, you're not trying to change the world. You're choosing which version of the world to experience. And that choice is always, always yours. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonates, drop a comment with any epiphanies. These videos are made as a guide to help you reconnect with knowledge kept within you. Take what resonates within you and release the rest. Follow the page for more content. Buy my 100 Messages from the Universe book or sign up for the Patreon for the opportunity to ask more personal questions and also hear longer form answers to all the biggest questions. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep shining your light.